So, have you ever been scrolling through social media, maybe just catching up, and then bam, you see this product like everywhere, and it's always promising some kind of quick fix, more energy, better focus, maybe lifts your mood, that little whisper of, wouldn't it be great if?
Oh, definitely. It's a common experience these days.
Well, today we're doing a deep dive into exactly that kind of thing. We're looking at a product called Livelle B12 Liquid Drops. Seen it popping up a lot lately.
I have, yes. The marketing push seems quite significant.
It's really attractive marketing, too. They're talking instant energy, sharper focus, better moods, and that really catchy phrase, say goodbye to the 2p-meter crash.
Yeah, that one sticks.
And it feels like they're targeting, well, almost everyone, right? Vegans, people over 40, busy professionals, anyone feeling drained. Makes it sound like the perfect, easy solution.
It's very broad appeal, designed that way.
But, here on the deep dive, when something sounds that good, we like to take a closer look. So we've pulled together insights from our sources to kind of peel back the curtain on this marketing.
Get behind the shiny surface.
Exactly. Our mission today is really to give you the tools, the insights to spot these kinds of potential issues yourself. Not just with Livelle B12, but with any health claim you come across.
Equip you to be a more critical consumer.
Okay, so Livelle B12 liquid drops. A few drops under the tongue. Promises better energy, focus. I mean, on the face of it, it sounds pretty amazing, doesn't it?
It absolutely taps into very real desires. Who wouldn't want that boost, especially if it seems easy?
Right.
And let's be clear up front, vitamin B12 itself, totally legitimate. It's an essential nutrient, crucial for nerve function, making red blood cells, DNA. I mean, its importance isn't in doubt at all.
Okay, so B12 is good. That's established.
Yes. But the real deep dive, the scrutiny, needs to happen when you look at how it's delivered and maybe even more importantly, how it's marketed. That's where things can get interesting.
Interesting. And yeah, the scrutiny, looking at our sources, definitely started to uncover some, let's say, patterns. When we started with their website, right? The first place you'd look, what was the first thing that kind of jumped out?
Well, the first, I'd say, pretty major red flag we found was the age of the website itself. The actual domain, the web address for Livelle B12. Our sources indicate it was only registered on June 10th, 2025.
Juneteenth of this year. So like just weeks ago.
Exactly, weeks. Which means the site itself is brand spanking new, and that fact alone is, well, it's pretty critical context for everything else.
Oh, okay, just weeks old. Because then you land on this brand new site, and what hits you? This claim of, what was it, 23,775 five-star reviews?
It's the number they claim, yes.
Think about that. A website that's existed for maybe a month, tops, and it supposedly has nearly 24,000 perfect, glowing reviews already. I mean, it doesn't add up, does it?
It defies basic logic, really, and statistical probability. For any new product, let alone a health supplement, to get that many positive, presumably verified reviews organically in weeks, it's just not realistic. It's a massive discrepancy.
A huge red flag, right?
A glaring one. And if the sheer number doesn't make you skeptical, next thing we looked at was the nature of these reviews. Dig into the testimonials they actually show you.
Yeah. What about them?
Every single one is just overwhelmingly positive. 5 stars across the board. There's no middle ground, no it was okay, no constructive feedback, certainly nothing negative.
Zero negativity.
Zero.
Yeah.
And that's another key indicator. Real products, even the really good ones, always get mixed feedback. People react differently, have different expectations,
Sure, makes sense. Nothing works perfectly for everyone.
Exactly. So when you see only perfect scores, only glowing praise, it almost always points to one thing. They're likely fabricated, or at the very least, they've been heavily cherry-picked to paint a picture that's just not real.
Right, like finding an online restaurant where every single review is identical, gushing praise. You'd instantly think something was up.
Precisely. It lacks authenticity.
So beyond just the perfect scores, are there other little clues in those reviews themselves that might suggest they're, bogus?
That's a great question. Yeah, look for vagueness. Reviews that just say, great product, or worked wonders, without any specifics. Real reviews often mention how it helped or how they used it, maybe even a minor side effect or something that wasn't perfect.
Okay, lack of detail.
Also, watch out for language that sounds too much like marketing copy. Overly enthusiastic using the brand's own buzzwords. Real people tend to sound more Well, real, more varied.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can even look at the reviewer profiles if available. Do the names or photos seem generic? Are there weird patterns? These are all little signals that together can raise suspicion.
That's super helpful, actually. Good tips for looking at any reviews, really. Okay, so we've got the brand new site, the thousands of suspiciously perfect reviews. What did our sources find next? Something about the price.
Yes, exactly. That brings us to red flag number 3, the really aggressive pricing strategy and the use of scarcity tactics.
Ah, the price game.
Right. So they list a single bottle for, what was it, 3,600 Indian rupees, which sounds quite high.
Yeah, it seems like a lot.
But then, boom, right next to it, a discounted price of 8,840 rupees. So immediately you feel like you're getting almost half off, a big saving right from the start.
Okay, the classic inflated original price trick.
Pretty much. And then they push these huge bundle deals, buy two, get one free, buy three, get two free.
Yeah, oh, those.
And they shout about these exaggerated savings. Like one bundle claims an original value of, say, 10,800 rupees, but you can get it today for just 3,680.
Wow, that's a massive markdown.
Yeah.
It really does make you feel like, wow, I got to grab this deal. I remember seeing something similar for like a memory supplement once, and it almost got me. That psychology is powerful.
It really is, because it's not just about offering a discount. It's psychology. It creates this artificial urgency. It uses something called anchoring bias.
Yeah.
You see that high price first, and suddenly the lower price feels like an absolute bargain you can't miss.
Right, bypasses the logical brain.
Exactly. It aims for that emotional, impulsive buy.
And speaking of urgency, they don't stop there, do they? I noticed those little messages. Only 8 units left in stock. Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Yeah. Or the countdown timer. Offer ends in 5 minutes. Classic scarcity tactics. Transparent, really, when you know what to look for. It's all designed to pressure you.
Make you panic buy before you think too hard.
Precisely. Create that FOMO fear of missing out. Rush you to click buy.
So when you feel that pressure, that urgent push, what's the best way to react?
That's the key thing, that feeling of urgency. It shouldn't make you act faster. It should actually make you pause.
Pause, okay.
Yeah. Step back, take a breath, and then think. Ask yourself, is this real or am I being played? 9 times out of 10, that amazing deal will still be there tomorrow, or a more legitimate offer exists elsewhere. No vital health product needs you to decide in the next 5 minutes under pressure.
That's really solid advice. Pause when pressured.
Mm.
Okay, so we have the age, the reviews, the pricing games. What was the final big area of concern? You mentioned transparency, or rather the lack of it.
Exactly. And this is maybe the most critical point, especially for anything you're putting in your body. It's the profound lack of transparency and, crucially, any verifiable scientific backing for their claims.
Okay, tell me more about that.
So our sources noted the site is built on Shopify, a basic setup, which is fine in itself. Lots of businesses use Shopify, but the problem is what's missing. There's no real company information. No About Us page explaining who they are, where they're based. No physical address. No easy way to contact them besides maybe an email form.
Just sort of anonymous.
Very. And critically important for a supplement, absolutely no transparency about manufacturing. Where is this stuff actually made? What quality controls involved? Is it tested for purity or potency? Nothing.
No details on that at all.
None that we could find. And alongside that, zero verifiable scientific evidence for the big claims, the instant energy, the sharper focus. They just spate these things as facts.
Wow. For something you're supposed to ingest,
Yeah.
that lack of basic info is pretty worrying, isn't it?
It's a monumental concern. It points to a huge gap between the slick marketing promises and any actual substance, any proof of quality, safety, or efficacy. You're basically being asked to trust the marketing implicitly. And with health, that's a really dangerous ask.
That really paints a picture. So flipping that around, what should we look for? What does a legit supplement company usually provide? Are there specific seals or certifications?
Great question. Yes, absolutely. A reputable company will be transparent. Look for a clear About Us section, contact details, including potentially a physical address, responsive customer service.
Okay, basic company info.
Then manufacturing details. They should mention adhering to good manufacturing practices, or GMP. That's a standard for quality control.
GMP, got it.
And really importantly, third-party testing. This means an independent lab, not connected to the company, has checked the product for identity, purity, and strength. They might even provide a certificate of analysis or COA.
Third-party testing. That sounds key.
It is. For scientific claims, look for references to actual published, peer-reviewed studies, not just vague study show lines, studies relevant to the ingredients at the dose they provide. And finally, obvious things like clear ingredient lists, allergen warnings, proper usage instructions. If these basics are missing, major red flag.
That's a really useful checklist, thanks. So bringing it all together, what does this analysis of Livelle B12 mean for you, our listener, who's interested in health but also wants to be smart about it?
Well, it reinforces that key point. While the core ingredient, B12, is legitimate and essential, the way this specific product, Livelle B12 liquid drops, is being marketed sets off a lot of alarm bells.
Yeah, it definitely seems that way.
The brand new website, the absurd number of perfect reviews, the aggressive pricing, the scarcity tricks, and maybe most importantly, the total lack of transparency about who they are, how it's made, and any real science.
Sure.
It all points very strongly towards something that might be more focused on making quick money than on delivering genuine, reliable health benefits.
It follows a familiar playbook, sadly.
It does. A classic playbook for potentially dubious products.
And really, this deep dive, it isn't just about this one specific product, is it? It's more about giving you, our listener, those critical thinking tools. So you can look at any health claim, any marketing tactic you see on social media, in ads, wherever, and evaluate it more effectively. Spotting these patterns, these red flags, it helps you make safer, smarter choices for your health and, frankly, your wallet.
And these skills, this kind of critical assessment, it's useful way beyond just supplements, right? It helps you navigate this whole world of information overload and persuasive messages we live in, fostering that healthy skepticism.
Couldn't agree more. So as you go about your day, maybe seeing other ads or hearing about other products, here's something to chew on, a final thought. Given how easily this compelling marketing can create trust, how it can make you feel that urgency, bypass your rational thought, how do you plan to verify claims in the future? What specific steps will you actually take? Will you check that website registration date? Will you scrutinize the reviews more closely? Will you demand that transparency and scientific proof before you hit buy now, even if the ingredient sounds legit?
It's about building those habits of critical inquiry.
Exactly. Keep that curiosity sharp. Keep asking questions, and always try to dig a little deeper than that shiny surface.